son. Pop with that handgun. They cry and scream like a tantrum. Scream and dance, this the anthem. Ain't no criminals without a court case. Ain't no hero without a portrait. Stratus might be your poor taste. Magazines and 15s looking like Miss Rambo. It's 3 years the whole fat ass cart with Oreos and guns, browsing Wall Dash Mart. Cashier asking what I need all that for, cause this is all out war. Small town revolution, small government resolution, pocket constitution, double bag it or middle whip plastic. Hi, I'm Ryan Jake Lamborn, creator of this game. Back in 2007, I created a game called VTech Rampage about the Virginia Tech shootings. In the years since, I've been routinely asked by fans of VTech to make more games of just about every mass shooting that's gotten media coverage. I'm someone who rarely follows the news, so these updates have been a constant reminder of just how commonplace mass shootings and school shootings have become. I grew up in Houston, Texas, where I remember guns and ammunition being available, in unmanned sections of Walmart, and, just it being commonplace to hear gunshots in the distance as I tried to go to sleep, which is a stark contrast to Sydney, Australia, where I moved to in 2001. Australia had sweeping gun control put in place after the 1996 Port Arthur massacre, in which 35 people died. And the result of that sweeping regulation is guns are no longer a noticeable part of Australian culture. Gun violence is practically non-existent here, and it's just something you don't see around anymore. That's not to say there's no guns here, though. A friend of my brother has had a firearm license since he was young. He owns a gun and has to do things to maintain his gun license, such as having a secured gun safe. Back in America, though, all these massacres don't seem to have had any similar effect on regulation. Instead, gun control and enforcement has steadily loosened, and you end up with places like Chicago, where gun control is at its weakest, overtaking New York City as the murder capital of America. And here we are nearly a year after the Sandy Hook shootings, in which 26 people were killed, 20 of which were first graders, and absolutely nothing positive has come out of it. And as much as you might want to blame this entire state of affairs on politicians or the NRA, you have to remember that your representatives aren't mind readers, and the NRA is not doing anything more than motivating its members to passionately talk to those representatives about their opinions. If you're a middle of the road person who, believes firearms should at least have the same amount of safety regulations as a car, then it's really on you, because your absolute apathy is why the news is unbearable to watch. So I want you to go and click that USA.gov link and find your state governor and find your representatives in Senate and Congress and shoot them an email or a phone call and tell them your opinions on gun control. That's the least you can do. And if you feel inspired to shake off that apathy, then you can bookmark that NRA link. The NRA are kind enough to have a very orderly and up-to-date list of important gun legislation from around the country. So if you want to get involved, it's an extremely useful resource. So get involved. Hope you enjoyed the game, or at least got something out of it. Danke.